Welcome to Pouches and More, and today we'll prepare this clear vinyl pouch. The top part has got fabric and the inside is lined. The bottom has got a clear vinyl. The edges are also binded with a binding strip. So this is how it will be looking. It's simple to make. The corners have been curved. So let's check out the materials required to make this pouch. We'll require 2 pieces of main fabric that have been fused with interfacing and 2 pieces of lining fabric. These measure 8 inches by 2.5 inches. 2 pieces of clear vinyl measuring 8 inches by 4 inches, 1 piece of main fabric measuring 1.5 by 3 inches, a 10-inch long zip, and we need a binding strip. This is 2 inches wide, and we have taken a total of, this is 2 inches wide and total of 23 inches. So these are the materials required. So first we are going to curve the bottom of both the vinyl pieces. We have just used a circular object. Around both the pieces we are just going to make, on the bottom part we are just going to curve it. So we have just curved one corner, we will be doing that for the other corner also and for the other piece. So we have curved the corners and now we are going to cut these. So vinyl pieces are ready. Now just going to put them aside, they have also been cut. Now first we'll prepare the zip. So we'll be cutting the zip to around 1 inch shorter than the main fabric. Now we'll prepare the zipper tab. So we're just going to fold it like this in half, and we're going to get the long raw edges to the center like this, that is to the middle fold that we just did. Both the sides we are going to get it to the center, and we are going to make another fold. Zipper tab will be used for both ends of the zipper tape. So we're just going to cut it in half like this. Once we cut it in half, we are going to insert the raw ends of the zipper into the zipper tab that we just prepared. So this is one side, we have already inserted it into the zipper tab. I'm just going to pin it. We need to make a stitch on this. We'll insert the other raw end also into the zipper tab. So both ends of the zip will be inside the zipper tab. So we're going to pin this also, and we'll be making a stitch on both the zipper tabs. It's a simple straight stitch that we'll be doing. We have completed the stitching. We're just going to cut the extras. So our zipper tab is ready. We're going to make a center marking. So just going to fold it in half, and on both sides of the zipper tape we're going to make a mark. That will be the center marking. We'll also have to do this marking on our main fabrics. So this is one side. We'll also do this on the other side. So just going to fold it half and make a center marking. This will be the center of the zipper tape. Now on both the main fabrics also same way, we are just going to fold it in half and make a center marking. On the lining fabric it's not necessary, we'll be aligning it from the sides. So on the main fabric only we'll be doing the center marking. Now main fabric right side will be facing up. The zipper, the slider, we want to open it from the left side. So just going to put it face down, align the centers together, clip it. We need to make a stitch on this, but we'll also be putting our lining fabric. So lining right side facing down, align from the sides and the top and clip it. So here right side of the main fabric and lining fabric are together and straight stitch. Once our straight stitch is done, we're just going to open it, put the wrong sides of the fabrics together, hand press the entire thing, and we need to make a top stitch right beside the main stitching. Our top stitch is done. Now for the other side, we're going to place the main fabric right side facing down on the other side of the zipper tape. Align the centers and clip them. Now here main fabric right sides are together. We're just going to flip it over. On the lining fabric side, we're going to place the lining fabric right side facing down. Align it from the sides and the top and again clip the lining fabric. So here right sides are together lining fabric, right sides are together main fabric. We are going to make a straight stitch. Our stitch is done. We are going to again open the other side, wrong sides together, hand press the whole thing and make a top stitch on the main fabric. So our top stitch is done, main fabric is ready. Now we need to insert the vinyl. So for that we are just going to push the lining fabric aside and only on the main fabric we are going to place this piece on the raw end side, that is on the straight side, and we are going to clip this. So here we are going to make a straight stitch. Our straight stitch is done. Now we need to make a top stitch. So for that we are just going to push the seams to the side of the fabric. So press the seams towards the fabric side and we are going to make a top stitch. So it looks neat from top since we are using a clear vinyl. Our top stitch is done. Now for the lining fabric we are going to push it down like this, and so that it's not seen from the other side we are just going to fold it. Now the raw edge we are going to fold it like this. So around 1/4 inch we will be folding it. The whole thing we are just going to hand press and fold it. You can also iron it. I won't be ironing, I'll just be hand pressing and folding. So around 1/4 inch we have folded. Now since we need to make a top stitch on this, it might move from down. So what we are going to do is, this is a double sided tape, it is around 1/4 inches. We are going to stick this on the edge like this. That is on the where we will be putting the lining fabric fold. This is a double sided tape, and on this we are going to now press the folded lining fabric. So now we need to make a top stitch on this. We have done this so that it's not visible from the other side, and we'll be making a top stitch right beside the top stitch that we just did. So this looks neat. So I've done the top stitch on one side. We'll be repeating the entire process for the other side also. That is, pull out the lining fabric, push the lining fabric behind. On the main fabric, place the clear vinyl, clip it, and we need to make a stitch on this. So the entire process is the same thing. Stitching is done. Push the seams to the fabric side and make a top stitch. Top stitch is done. Put the lining fabric flat, 1/4 inch fold. Take a double sided tape. Put it on the edge. Press the lining fabric folded part on the double sided tape and make a top stitch. We are doing this only so that the lining fabric does not shake when we make the top stitch. So both the sides are ready. Now we will be putting the wrong sides together or the right side out, and we are going to clip the whole thing. We need to make a stitch on the edge of the pouch so that it does not move while we will be attaching the bias binding. So we have finished doing that. Now we will attach the bias binding. So for that, around 1/2 inch to 1 inch we will be leaving above, and we'll clip the entire bias binding to the edge. We we are going to again leave around 1/2 inch to 1 inch on the other side and cut the extra fabric. Now the part that we left, we are going to leave it open and we are going to stitch. We won't be stitching on the fold mark, we will be stitching a bit towards the edge, that is around 1/4 inch we will be making a stitch. This is so that it looks neat when we complete the binding. So I finished stitching the bias binding to the pouch. So the curved part, in case you want to trim it, you can. I won't be trimming it. Now here we have made a stitch on the around 1/4 inches from the edge. We have not made it on the 1/2 inch fold of the bias binding. That is because when we fold it like this, it will look neat when we do the stitch on top. That is the top stitch when we will be doing it. So we'll just complete the folding of the entire bias binding all around the edge. The top we have not done anything, we have just left it. We will be doing it later on. We will just complete the entire bias binding all around. Now the top edge, what we are going to do is we will first be making the first fold that is in the bias binding and we will be folding it like this to the other side, and then we will be completing the binding. So the top part also looks neat. So what we have done is, we have the first fold that we have done in the bias binding, we are going to do that and take it to the other side, and then we are going to complete the bias binding, that is fold it again. So now we will be making a stitch all around on the edge of the bias binding. So our pouch is complete and this is how it will be looking. We have put a lining on the top part, that is the fabric part, whereas the bottom is completely clear and see-through. So it's simple to make and it looks nice also. Please to try this. Thanks for watching. Bye.